We also need to stop normalizing casual sex. Nobody in the world should be that horny where they gotta just sleep around with somebody that can't buy them a piece of chocolate on a holiday. That's not okay. And I speak from experience because I've been there before, and I did not like how that shit made me feel. I thought I was into, like, okay, yeah, this is just somebody this is just a little vibe. No, when that shit rolled around and I realized that, like, damn, this nigga, whoa, I didn't like how it made me feel. I'm never doing that shit again. What the fuck are we talking about? Let's stop normalizing the bare fucking minimum. No, that shit is not okay, because you know when something's not okay? When you would be happy with it going another way. If that nigga would have got you something on Valentine's Day, you would have been jumping for joy, feeling yourself. But because he did it, you sitting here trying to convince yourself that, oh, it's just casual sex. Like, let's not make it, no, fuck that. Fuck that. I got the audacity to call me misogynist, because now I'm tight. Now I'm
tight. Away the game, but a lot of dudes read it the wrong way. I think Dr. Ryan Taraban said it best. Women want the respectability and treatment of a lady and the freedom of a whore. I'm not saying that this lady is or anything or any of those things. Again, I don't judge. I just make commentary and observe the environment. And my mentality is let these wild horses run free. The whole purpose of this channel is a male advisory channel, and really basically to educate men. You see, there's some sucker jellyback simp that probably watched this video that doesn't understand attention is attention. Good attention, bad attention is still attention. And these attention 304s feed off attention. So some sucker simp doesn't realize that she's telling you that she has transacted her sexual opportunity without commitment, without serious relationship. A bunch of dudes that aroused her, they have vigorously and viciously pounded her out. But know who's going to get the higher price? Your goofy ass if you're a simp, jellyback simp. Some dude, oh, I just treat her better than the last dude. The reason why she likes the last dude is because he's toxic just like her. And he comes over at 11 p.m. at night, low effort, lay on her couch, eat the food in the refrigerator, go sack deep, pounds her out, tosses her over the left shoulder to the next man in line. That's what arouses her. That's what turns her on. You can't turn these 304s into housewives and girlfriends and whatever. And the other thing about it is this. Look, these women are giving away the game on social media. They're setting the value of the market. They're telling you, look, this is what I charge. It's like you go into the car dealership, not comparing human beings to car, and you found out that somebody sold that used Lexus over there. The used Lexus is on the lot. Somebody paid, $5,000 for that shit, and they're gonna charge you $50,000, which is long-term relationship and marriage. Dudes be out here simping for this pre-owned. Yeah, guys don't understand. A lot of dudes are just overpaying for that used burger, that mouthwash that's been used and spit back into the bottle and handed to the next man. That's why this ego thing, dudes need to lose this freaking ego, you jellyback simps. Flexing about, oh, I get boxed. You get pre-owned. Stop it. I don't even like it. It's disgusting that grown men would celebrate acquiring pre-owned box. Get some freaking therapy, you loser ass dudes. The value of pre-owned is, I don't even think it's even $100. With the fact of the deflationary fact that all these women are out here prostituting themselves. Look, I ain't hating on them and I ain't judging them. The market is what it is. The streets is what the streets is. Look, I ain't no moralist or any of that shit. I just report the news, period. What I see, what I observe in the environment. So the reality is that she has set the market. And some fool, we know some jellyback is going to come in there and be like, they probably simps in the comment section that's going to say, oh, you know what, girl? If you were my lady, I would buy you flowers on Valentine's. Bullshit. Alligator tears. She's going to be getting, the dude that she's talking about right now who didn't buy any flowers, he's going to be pounding her out all of 2026. So you goofy jellybacks, don't get any hope. She's going to be having sex with the same types of men until she gets old or get like Meg Thee Stallion when she wants to settle down or some shit like that. And she's going to find some simp, some Russell Wilson superhero to come and save her and marry her and overlook all the past, because she's telling you that she's transacted sexual access to her body for basically nothing to the men that she like. But this is the reality of the dating and relationship market that they're shaming men about, telling men they need to be better for or level up. Not that, look here, when I talk about men being better, I talk about freedom. I talk about being squared away for you as it benefits your life. And that's the problem that I see out here with a lot of these dudes, especially in men's spaces. It's always in related to acquiring some supposedly superior level of pre-owned, which I don't get it. Where is it at? I don't see it. We're in a sexually liberated environment. And the crazy thing about what women don't understand about men is, and look, thank you, social media. Social media is a gift and a curse. It has opened up the portal for men to really assess what they're telling on themselves. I have transacted this pre-owned for nothing or pennies on the dollar, and I'm going to make you, maybe they rebrand themselves, go to the church and, say a couple of Hail Marys or whatever else and rebrand themselves a Christian and try and religious shame you into marrying their ass after they've enjoyed all this liberation. Look, I ain't no hater. The game is the game. It's about you as a man being up on the game and making moves accordingly. Again, you're going to have to pay, whoever the jellyback is going to pay the high cost and high price of long-term relationship and marriage. You're going to be carrying flowers and roses to a chick that just got pulverized, pounded heavily at night, to a dude that made no freaking effort. The 11 p.m. guy is the winner in the couple. And in the current dating relationship market, the 11 p.m. guy is the winner. He's getting the side dude, and the 11 p.m. guy is getting basically the same thing a goofy jellyback is getting without paying the price. And women don't understand. You can be saying these things out here, but at the end of the day, that man still scored a touchdown in your end zone, no matter what you say about him. To another man, all another man hears is, that dude smashed. He scored a touchdown in your end zone. Whether he is running handicap, whether he's running with one leg, when he crawls in that end zone, he still scored a touchdown. And regardless of what, if that man sees that another man out walking in the street, that man got something that you've got. He had it before you, and he paid nothing. And then you are, you're buying cars and houses and paying for expensive dates. That dude scored a touchdown in her end zone, and he ain't paid shit. Now, who's the fool? You think that's how men look at it. Women don't understand. That's why when women talk about their exes and talk about men and whatever else, and look, if I'm giving game to women, I'm like, what? You're crazy. You're just telling men the price you charge for access to your box is basically bum crap. If you're saying that dude was lazy, he was a bum, he didn't work, he didn't have a job, but he still scored in your end zone, you think that makes the next man feel better? That just tells that man that the value of your pre-owned is basically worthless, because this is the standard that you will accept for access to your body, which is absolutely repulsive to another man. When he walk around, he sees some dude that's not as motivated, not as driven as him. The dude is bummed out, a derelict, a loser, and to know that he scored a touchdown in the woman that he has now's end zone, that's the most demoralizing thing, because he can't. What can he say to that dude? He gets in an argument with that dude. All that dude has to say is one thing. Yeah, I pounded her vigorously and viciously. I went in all of her holes. He look you in the eye. That'll cause a fight. Don't do that, gentlemen. Please don't. But that dude, I don't care how successful he is crushed, because you allowed him to have access to your. You see, there's no standards in this matriarchal, gynocentric environment for access. There's no rules. See, patriarchy at some level has rules for access, and it creates levels. That's why you have, even when you look at the military and everything else, you have ranks. You have whatever else. People stay in a certain stratus. But in this liberated environment, hey, this is the Serengeti out here. Again, This is not a complaint. This is just me observing the environment and educating men. Let these wild horses run free. The game is the game in terms of the game of life. And all these moralists and religious moralists going to come in here and, a peaceful life, you're wrong, you should be. No, I ain't going to lecture them. Who, you think they're going to listen to me? Hell no. And in the words of Minister Jap, if Jesus can't save these 304s, who the hell am I? They ain't going to listen to peaceful life. They're going to say, are you goofy old bald-headed old man, shit the F up or whatever the hell's, they're not going to listen to me. They're going to listen to these panda bears. They're going to listen to these modern women. They're going to listen to everybody else who caters to their feelings. But I'm just talking to the men. You'll be a fool to pay the price of marriage and long-term relationship to someone who's transacted sexual opportunity outside of marriage to dudes that just didn't make it. Salute to them dudes. Hey, they're smart. The side dude, the 11 p.m. dude, they're the smart ones. They're letting these other jokers pay the price of marriage. They're like, hell no, I'm not paying the price of no marriage. They're like, and any smart man is going to be like, kick rocks. You're crazy. And like chick slept with Mook Mook, Day Daquan, or some white guy, out of the trailer. No disrespect to the trailer park. Salute to my trailer park brothers. And on the white side, or some, version of that on the other racist side, Asian or Hispanic side or whatever, and you're going to come in there like you're a superhero paying full price. Madness. Let me know what you guys think about this video, but don't fall for that bullshit. This is all an attention grab. The same dude looking for superhero, searching for a hero, fishing for a sim. That dude's going to be coming there. He's going to be buying flowers and goofy shit. She's still going to be pounding. She likes the guy. He's toxic, or he's just masculine as hell, and she's aroused by him. It turns her on. I mean, look at the guy. Look at the situation with Cardi B, Stephon Diggs. Them chicks they don't have money, power, and fame, and he's just ruthless. He just pounds them all out. Make babies, man. They don't care. The rules is the rule. The game is the game. Dudes need to get smart on the game. Protect your assets. Protect your resources. And make good decisions. Ain't nothing changing out here, not in your lifetime. You'll be a fool to think that something is changing in your lifetime. Not in this government-empowered system. It might change maybe 40 years from now or so. It's changing. But I think right now is going to be a long sequence of, 7 dudes to 1 woman, prostitution before shit cleans up. Anyhow, peace and blessings, you guys. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hey, likes are free. Peace. I'm out.